Yeah. All right, everybody, let's give a warm round of applause for Kate and Fred. That was an awesome performance. Thanks, guys. Next up, as you can see behind me here, we have Aaron and the boys, joined by Tom McDermott for the first song. So sit back, relax, and enjoy these guys, because they are phenomenal.
This is for all the whiskey drinkers out there. Any whiskey drinkers in the hall? Woo! You are.
at least we got four. They look like they're too young to drink whiskey to boot. That's a wee song for all the whiskey drinkers. It's called Whiskey in the Jar. Woo! As I was going over the farming Kelly Mountains, I met the Captain Farrell, and his money he was counting. I first produced me pistol, and then produced me paper. Since that, I never for you or all the sea. Whack fall the daddy-o, whack fall the daddy-o, there's whiskey. Now into the chambers, for I take a slumber, I leave a golden jewels, or short the claws, no wonder. When Jenny took me charges, she fell in love with water. She sent the Captain Farrell to be ready for the slaughter. Whack fall the daddy-o, whack fall the daddy-o, there's whiskey. Now some takes a light, and the hunting and the bowling, and others take the light, and their carriages and rolling. But me, I takes the light, and the juice of the body. I'm working pretty fervent, but leave your old buddy Charlie with me. Whack fall the daddy-o, whack fall the daddy-o, there's whiskey. Now it's early in the morning, before I rose to travel, I got it all around me, and likewise Captain Farrell. I first produced me pistol, for they stole away the beer. But I couldn't shoot in the water, talk with the eyes taking whack fall the daddy-o, whack fall the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. Now anyone can see me, it's me brother, Henry Harney. I take Daddy Station, and Corporal in Killarney. And if you come and free me, we go rolling into Kerry. I think we treat me fair, and we darling know the Jerry. Whack fall the daddy-o, whack fall the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. Now some takes the light, and the horn and the roller, and others take the light in their carriages and roll. But me, I takes the light, and the juice on the body. I hold pretty firmness in the morning light is early. With me, whack fall the daddy-o, whack fall the daddy-o, there's whiskey. Amen. Thank you, boys and girls. That was such fun. Thank you very much.
Awesome.
Good luck.
Thank you so much, Tom, for playing with us. It was an honor to play with you.
My name is Tom McDermott. I go by the name of the Irish Cowboy. Just in case you ever get into an old folks' home, you can see me there anytime. Anyway, I'm going to start off with a little song. This song goes way back before your parents' time. It goes way back before your mothers and your fathers. Actually recorded in 1921 by a great Irish tenor called John McCormick. And it's totally Acapulco. Have you ever heard the story of how Ireland got its name? I'll tell you so you'll understand from whence old Ireland came. It's no wonder that we're proud of that land across the sea. For here's the way my dear old mother told the tale to me. This is your part, come on. Sure, a little piece of heaven fell from out of the sky one day, and it nestled in the ocean in a spot not far away. And when the angels found it, it looked so sweet and fair. They said, suppose we leave it, for it looks so peaceful there. So they sprinkled it with stardust, just to make this shamrock grow. It's the only place you'll find them, no matter where you go. And they dotted it with silver to make its lake so grand. And when they had it finished, sure they called it Ireland. Woo! Okay, I'm going to sing you a little song now. See if I can get the right key going here. This is just a beautiful day. I was out in the yard all afternoon there. I was raking the grass. And I just thought of this little song. I think this was recorded by the Clancy brothers sometime in the early 60s. Oh, the summertime is coming, and the trees are sweetly blooming, and the wild mountain thyme grows around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go? This is your part, Clark. And we'll all go together to pluck wild mountain thyme all around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go? I will build my love bower round your clear crystal fountain, and upon it I will pile all the flowers of the mountain. Will you go, lassie, go? This is your part, come on. And we'll all go together to pluck wild mountain thyme all around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go? Woo! This is a sad verse. There's always a sad verse at the end of every happy song. If my true love, she were gone, I would surely find another, for the wild mountain thyme grows around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go? And we'll all go together where the wild mountain thyme grows around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go? And we'll all go together where the wild mountain thyme grows around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go? Will you go, lassie, go? Amen. That's a lovely song. Anyway, I was born and raised in Belfast, not too far out of the city centre actually. I'm a city boy from way back. And there was a wee town just about 7 miles just north of me called Carrickfergus. Just a beautiful little town. Somebody did a song by Carrickfergus. Wish I had a penny for every time I passed through Carrickfergus. I wish I was in Carrickfergus only for nights near Ballynack. I would swim over the deepest ocean only for nights near Ballynack. But the sea is wide, and I cannot swim over, and never have I the wings to fly. I wish I could be a handsome boatman to ferry me over. provide what a guide. Now in Kilkenny, it is reported on marble stones there, as black as ink, with gold and silver, I would support her, but I'd sing them all now till I for I'm drunk today, and I'm seldom sober. I'm some over from town to town. Ah, but I sing now, my days all numbered. Come on, be your man and live me down. For I'm drunk today, and I'm seldom sober. I'm some over from town to town. Ah, but I'm sick now, my days all numbered. Come on, be young man, and live me down. Song. That song was back older than anybody in this whole bar put together. But I got my list here. Oops. Oh, yes, we song called The Fields of Athenry. Everybody knows the Fields of Athenry, so you have to sing along with me. By the lonely prison wall, I heard a young girl calling. Oh, nothing matters, Mary, when you're free. Against the famine and the crown, I rebelled, they put me down. Now you must raise our child with dignity. Low lie the fields of Athenry, where once they watched the small free birds fly. Our love was on the wing, we had dreams and songs to sing. It's so lonely round the fields of Athenry. By a lonely prison wall, I heard a young girl calling. Oh, Michael, they have taken you away. Against the famine and the crown, I rebelled, they put me down. Now you must raise our child with dignity. Sing it with me, come on. Low lie the fields of Athenry, where once they watched the small free birds fly. Our love was on the wing, we had dreams and songs to sing. It's so lonely round the fields of Athenry. It's so lonely round the fields of Athenry. By a lonely harbour wall, she watched the last star falling. As that prison ship sailed out against the sky. Now she lives and hopes and prays to her love at Botany Bay. It's so lonely round the fields of Athenry. Here we go, are you ready now? Oh, low lie the fields of Athenry, where once they watched the small free birds fly. Oh, baby, let the free birds fly. Our love was on the wing, We had dreams and songs to sing. It's so lonely round the fields of Athenry. It's so lonely round the fields of Athenry. So nice. Thank you very much. We're going to take that. This is a wee song now. It's a song about Dublin. Is anybody here from Dublin tonight? I hear a few Dubliners in the background there.
Yeah, 20 of them.
Wasted songs and stories, heroes of renown, the passing tales and glories that once was Dublin town. The hallowed halls and houses, the haunted children's rhymes, they're a part of what was Dublin in the rare old times. This is your part, come on. Ring a rosy, as the light declines, I remember Dublin city in the rare old times. Sure me name, it is Sean Dempsey, as Dublin as can be, born hard and late in Pimlico, in a house that ceased to be. By trade I was a cooper, brought down to redundancy. Like my house that fell to progress, my trade's a memory. This is your part. Ring a rosy, as the light declines, I remember Dublin city in the rare old times. And I quite Peggy Dyken, as pretty as can be, a rogue and a child of Mary from the rebel liberties. I lost her to a student chap with skin as black as coal. When he took her off to Birmingham, he stole away my soul. This is your part, come on. Ring a rosy, as the light declines, I remember Dublin city in the rare old times. So fare thee well, sweet Anna Liffey. I can no longer stay and watch those new glass cages that spring up along the quay. My mind's too full of memories, too old to hear new chimes. I'm a part of what was Dublin in the rare old times. Ring a rosy, as the light declines, I remember Dublin city in the rare old times. Now the years have made me bitter, the gargles dim my brain, for Dublin keeps on changing, nothing seems the same. The pillar and the mat have gone, the royal since pulled down, and the grave on heaving concrete makes a city of my town. Here we go. Ring a rosy, as the light declines, I remember Dublin city in the rare old times. I remember Dublin city in the old times. Amen. That's a nice song. Ooh, just a minute. Here's a little song, huh? It's about a young Irishman. Fell in love with a beautiful Irish girl. But he was too fond of the drink. He loved his wee glass of whiskey. Matter of fact, he loved lots of wee glasses of whiskey. Whiskey in the jar. You got it. Anyway, he fell in love with this beautiful Irish girl called Kitty Donahue. He was going to take her home to meet the mother-in-law. And the mother-in-law and the young son were sitting by the fire, warming their hands, and they could see Mick McGuire coming up the driveway. And they said, "Oh God, get up with that. You haven't been a brat. Let Mr. McGuire sit down. Don't you know he's gonna marry your sister Kate? We're all gonna be rich someday. He's a rich farmer. There's no such thing as a rich farmer, right? Just ask anybody from Stonewall. They'll tell you right there. There's no such thing as a rich farmer." Yeah. Anyway, that's what they'll tell you. Okay, here we go. Oh, my name is Mick McGuire, and I'll quickly tell to you of a young girl I admired called Kitty Donahue. She was fair and fat and 40, and believe me when I say that whenever I would come to the door, you'd hear her mommy say, "Johnny, get up with the fire, get up and give the man a seat. Can't you see it's Mr. McGuire? Sure, he's caught your sister Kate. Well, you know very well he owns the farm a wee bit out of the town. So get up into that gin and brand and Mr. McGuire sit down. Diddly idle, idle, diddly idle, diddly idle day. Diddly idle, idle, diddly idle, diddly idle day. Well, you know very well he owns the farm a wee bit out of the town. So get up into that gin and brand and Mr. McGuire sit down. Woo! The first time that I met her was at a dance in Tamrakee, and I very kindly asked her if she'd dance a step with me. I asked if I could see her home, if I was going her way, and whenever I would come to the door, you could hear her mommy say, "Johnny, get up with the fire, get up and give the man a seat. Can't you see it's Mr. McGuire? Sure, he's caught your sister Kate. Well, you know very well he owns the farm a wee bit out of the town. So get up with that, you hit it, Brad, let Mr. McGuire sit down. Diddly idle, idle, diddly idle, diddly idle day. Diddly idle, idle, diddly idle, diddly idle day. Well, you know very well he owns the farm a wee bit out of the town. So get up with that, you hit it, Brad, let Mr. McGuire sit down." Woo! Sad verse. I told you there's always a sad verse in an Irish song. Well, now that we are married, her mother's changed her mind. Ever since I drunk the legacy me father left behind, she hasn't got the decency to bid me time of day. And whenever I would come to the door, you could hear the old one say, "Oh, Johnny, come up with the fire, come up, you're sitting in the draft. Sure, it's only old McGuire, and he nearly drives me daft. I don't know what gets into him, for he's always on the tear. So sit me hard and never you dare to come all McGuire the chair. Diddly idle, idle, diddly idle, diddly idle day. Diddly idle, idle, diddly idle, diddly idle day. I don't know what gets into him, for he's always on the tear. So sit me hard and never you dare to come all McGuire the chair. Diddly idle, idle, diddly idle, diddly idle day. Diddly idle, idle, diddly idle, diddly idle day. I don't know what gets into him, for he's always on the tear. So sit me hard and never you dare to come on McGuire the chair. Diddly idle, idle, diddly idle, diddly idle day. Diddly idle, idle, diddly idle, diddly idle day. I don't know what gets into him, for he's always on the tear. So sit me hard and never you dare to come on McGuire the chair. Woo! Woo! Amen. Oh, here.
There you go.
Beautiful little song. This is a song that goes all the way back to the mountains of Northern Ireland. This is a song about just after the famine. This song was written in the early 1900s by a boy called Percy French. A great Irish songwriter in his day, but this goes way back. In the 1900s, Ireland was actually starving. They were just starved. Everybody had left. At that time, there was 8 million people in Ireland. And now there's only 400, I think there's just 4.5 million people left. It has never recovered. This young man went to London, England to find work. And he was looking around and he saw these guys digging trenches. He says, what are you doing? He says, we're digging for gold. He says, geez, I'm going to get a job there. He says, this is how the song goes. He's writing back to his girlfriend. Oh, Mary, this London, it's a wonderful sight, with the people here working by day and by night. They don't grow potatoes or barley nor wheat, but there's gangs of them digging for gold in the street. At least when I asked them, that's what I was told. So I just took a hand at this digging for gold. But for all that I found there, I might as well be where the mountains of Mourne sweep down to the sea. As he's walking through London, he sees a guy called Peter O'Loughlin. Peter O'Loughlin's a policeman. He's directing traffic right there in the middle of Piccadilly Circus. Geez, I know that guy. He used to live down the street from me in Ireland, right? You remember young Peter O'Loughlin, of course. Now he's over here working at the head of the force. I met him today. I was crossing the Strand, and he stopped the whole street with one wave of his hand. And there we stood talking of days long and gone, while the whole population of London looked on. But with all his great power, he'd much rather be where the mountains of Mourne sweep down to the sea. So he's writing back to his girlfriend, and she wants to know how the fashions are. And he's talking to his buddy called Peter O'Loughlin. Peter says, God, there's all sorts of beautiful things here in London you have to see. Sure, there's beautiful girls here, ach sure, never mind, with beautiful shapes nature never designed. They have lovely complexions, all roses and cream, but O'Loughlin remarked with regards to the same, that if at those roses you venture to sip, sure the colour might all come away on her lip. So I'll wait for the wild rose that's waiting for me, where the mountains of Mourne sweep down to the sea. Now he's writing back to his wife or his girlfriend, or maybe even both, who knows. And she wants to know how the fashions are in London, because at that time the ladies in Ireland, they dressed totally from their ankles right to their little chins. The only thing exposed was their feet, their little bare feet, and their hands and their faces. So London being the financial and the fashion capital of the world, she wants to know how the ladies in London are dressed. So here she goes. I believe that when writing this verse you expressed as to how the fine ladies of London are dressed. Well, if you believe me when asked to the ball, sure they don't wear no tops to their dresses at all. I've seen it myself, and it could not in truth say if they were bound for the ball or the bath. Don't be starting them fashions now, Mary McCree, where the mountains of Mourne sweep down to the sea. Oh, Mary, this London, it's a wonderful sight, with the people here working by day and by night. They don't grow potatoes, nor barley, nor wheat, but there's gangs of them digging for gold in the street. At least when I asked them, that's what I was told. So I just took a hand at this digging for gold. But for all that I found there, I might as well be where the mountains of Mourne sweep down to the sea. But for all that I found there, I might as well be where the mountains of Mourne sweep down to the sea. Such a nice little song. Anyway, what are we going to sing for you here? Just imagine. Here's a little song, probably written in New York City. But it's Irish through and through, you can tell. I guess recorded by a group called The Dannon. Oh, Molly, my Irish Molly. Oh, my sweet Ushlet dear. Now I'm nearly out of my trolley. Woo! my Irish Molly, when you are near. Oh, springtime, you know it's springtime. Oh, come dear, now don't be slow. I change your name for the game because sure I do the same. My Irish Molly, oh. Now Molly dear, and did you hear what all the people say about that 100 sovereigns you have safely stowed away? They say that's why I love you, but Molly, that's a shame. If you had only 99, sure I'd love you just the same. Oh, Molly, my Irish Molly, oh my sweet Ursula dear, I'm nearly out of my trolley, my Irish Molly, when you are near. Oh, springtime, you know springtime. Oh, come dear, now don't be slow. Woo! I change your name for what we came because sure I do the same. My Irish Molly, oh yeah. Now Molly dear, and did you hear I furnished up the flat? 3 little cozy rooms and a welcome on the mat. They say that's why I love you, but Molly, that's a shame. If you had only 99, sure I'd love you just the same. Oh, Molly, my Irish Molly, oh, my sweet Ursula dear. Now I'm nearly out of my trolley, my Irish Molly, when you are near. Woo! Oh, springtime, you know springtime. Oh, come dear, now don't be slow. Woo! I change your name for what we came because sure I do the same. My Irish Molly, oh yeah. Now Molly dear, and did you hear what all the people say about that 100 sovereigns you have safely stowed away? They say that's why I love ya, but Molly, that's a shame. If you had only 99, I'd love you just the same. Oh, Molly, my Irish Molly, oh, my sweet Ursula dear. Now I'm nearly out of my trolley, my Irish Molly, when you are near. Yes, sir. Oh, springtime, you know it's springtime. Oh, come dear, now don't be slow. I change your name for what we came because sure I do the same. My Irish Molly, oh, one more time, go on. Oh, Molly, my Irish Molly, oh, my sweet Ursula dear. Now I'm nearly out of my trolley, my Irish Molly, when you are near. Woo! Oh, springtime, you know it's springtime. Oh, come dear, now don't be slow. I change your name for what the game because sure I do the same. My Irish Molly, oh yeah. Oh, my Irish Molly, oh again. Oh, my Irish Molly, oh woo, woo. Amen. How are we doing for time, Tara?
We got one time or one more?
One more, okay. Well, then I'll make it I'll go do the party glass. How does that sound?
Oh, there we go.
Okay, just a beautiful little song. And if you know it, you have to help me sing.
Yeah.
Oh, all the money that I spent it in good company. That's you guys. And all the harm that I've done, alas, it was to none but me. And all I've done for want of wit, to memory now I can't recall. This is your part. So fill to me the parting glass. Good night and joy be with you all. Good night, God bless. Thank you very much, and happy St. Paddy's Day. Thank you.